Hi everyone! Welcome back to Learn English Speaking with Fun. I'm Ash, and I'm so happy you're here with us today.
And I'm Paul. Hey Ash, what's today's topic? I'm excited.
Today, we're going to the restaurant. We're learning how to order food, talk to the waiter, and have an easy conversation, all in English.
I love this one. Restaurants can feel a little scary when you don't know the words, right?
Exactly. But don't worry. By the end of this episode, you'll feel confident. And hey, quick reminder, we post a new episode every single day, so come back tomorrow for more.
That's right. And if you're new here, please hit subscribe. It really helps us keep making these free lessons for you.
Oh, and one more thing before we start. Today's practice sheet is pinned in the comments below. Even if you don't finish the whole episode, go grab it now so you can practice later.
Good idea, Ash. Okay, let's go to the restaurant. I'm hungry just thinking about it.
Me too. Okay, so imagine you walk into a restaurant. What's the first thing that happens?
Someone greets you at the door, right? That person is called the host or the hostess.
Yes, the host welcomes you and asks a simple question. How many people or table for how many?
And you answer with a number, like table for two, please.
Let's repeat that phrase together. Table for two, please. Say it with me, everyone.
Table for two, please. Nice and slow.
If you already booked a table before you arrived, that's called a reservation. You can say, I have a reservation for two.
That word is a little long. Reservation. Let's break it down again. Re-ser-ve-shun.
Perfect. Now the host takes you to your table, and soon a waiter or waitress comes to help you.
A waiter is a man, a waitress is a woman. Some people just say server for both, so you never make a mistake.
The server usually says something like, Hi, welcome. Can I start you off with something to drink?
And you can answer, Can I get a glass of water, please? Or, I'd like a coffee, please.
I'd like is a very polite, very useful phrase. Let's practice it. I'd like a coffee. I'd like some water. I'd like the menu.
Good one. Speaking of menu, that's the paper with all the food listed. M-E-N-U. Menu.
While you look at the menu, the server might ask, Are you ready to order? And if you need more time, you say, Can we have a few more minutes?
That's such a useful sentence. Can we have a few more minutes? Say that when you need time to decide. Nobody will rush you.
Now let's talk about the food itself. Most menus have three main parts: the appetizer, the main course, and the dessert.
An appetizer is a small dish you eat first, like soup or a salad. It's sometimes called a starter, too.
Right. Appetizer and starter mean the same thing. The main course, sometimes called the entree, is the big dish, like chicken, pasta, or fish.
And dessert, my favorite word, is the sweet food at the end. Cake, ice cream, things like that.
So when you order, you might say, For my appetizer, I'll have the soup. And for my main course, I'll have the chicken.
That's a great sentence pattern. For my appetizer, I'll have. For my main course, I'll have. Try building your own sentence with your favorite food.
Now, what if you don't understand something on the menu? You can ask the server, What is this dish? Or, What do you recommend?
What do you recommend is a wonderful question. It means you're asking the server for their favorite or best suggestion.
And servers love that question, honestly. It shows you trust them, and they usually light up when you ask it.
What if you have a food allergy, Ash? Like, what if someone can't eat nuts or shellfish?
Great question. You can say, I'm allergic to peanuts. Does this dish have any? Allergic is the key word there.
Allergic. Say it slowly with me. Allergic.
And if you don't eat meat, you can say, I'm vegetarian. What options do you have? Or if you eat no animal products at all, I'm vegan.
Vegetarian and vegan. Two very different words, but both super important if that's your diet, so learn to say them clearly.
There's also gluten-free for people who can't eat wheat. You can say, Do you have any gluten-free options?
So many useful words already. Let's keep going. There's more good stuff coming.
What if the food arrives and something is wrong? Maybe it's cold or it's not what you ordered.
Oh, that happens sometimes. You can politely say, Excuse me, I think there's a mistake with my order.
Or, Could you please heat this up for me? Staying polite always gets a better result than getting upset.
Good advice. And if you just need something small, like more napkins or bread, you say, Could we get some more napkins, please?
Could we get is another gold phrase. Could we get more water? Could we get some bread? Could we get the ketchup?
Now, sometimes you want to catch the server's attention across the restaurant. What do you say then?
A simple, polite way is to say, Excuse me, with a small hand raise.
Never shout or snap your fingers. That's considered rude in most English-speaking countries.
Good tip. Manners really matter in restaurants everywhere.
Let's slow down and repeat some of today's key phrases together one more time.
Okay, cable for two, please.
I have a reservation.
Can I get a glass of water?
I'd like the menu, please.
What do you recommend?
I'm allergic to nuts.
Could we get some more napkins, please?
Wow, that's already 7 useful phrases. You're doing great. Keep listening.
Now let's hear a little story. My friend Maria went to a restaurant last week, and it's a perfect example of everything we just learned.
Oh, I love a good story. Tell us, Paul.
So Maria walks in and the host says, "Hi, how many people?" Maria says, "Table for two, please. We have a reservation under Maria."
Smart. She used the reservation phrase right away.
The host takes her to the table, and soon the waiter comes over. He says, "Welcome. Can I start you off with something to drink?"
And Maria says,
"I'd like an iced tea, please." Simple, polite, easy to remember.
then the waiter gives her a few minutes with the menu, right?
Exactly. And when he comes back, he asks, "Are you ready to order?" Maria says, "Yes. For my appetizer, I'll have the soup, and for my main course, I'll have the grilled chicken."
Nice and clear. Did she ask about allergies?
She did. Her friend at the table said, "I'm allergic to shellfish. Does the soup have shrimp in it?" And the waiter checked and said no. It was safe.
That's so important. Always ask if you're not sure. Your safety comes first.
A few minutes later, the food came out wrong. Her friend got fish instead of chicken.
Oh no. What did she say?
She stayed calm and said, "Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. I ordered the chicken, not the fish." The waiter apologized right away and fixed it.
Perfect example of staying polite even when something goes wrong.
After the meal, the waiter asks, "Would you like to see the dessert menu?" And Maria says, "Yes, please. We'd like to see it."
And at the end?
At the end, she says, "Can we get the check, please?" Or, in some countries, "Can we get the bill, please?" Both words mean the same thing, the paper that shows how much you pay.
Check and bill. 2 words, same meaning. Good to know both because different countries use different words.
And don't forget about the tip. In many countries, especially the US, you leave extra money for the server, usually around 15 to 20%.
Tipping customs are different around the world, so it's smart to check what's normal where you're traveling before you go.
When the server brings the check, sometimes they ask, "Would you like to split the bill?" That means dividing the cost between everyone at the table.
Split the bill. Such a useful phrase for eating out with friends.
Maria and her friend each paid half, said thank you, and left a nice tip for great service.
What a perfect restaurant story. Every single phrase we taught today showed up in it.
That's exactly why real-life examples help so much. You can picture the whole conversation happening.
Before we move to dessert talk, let's cover a few more real-life situations you'll definitely run into at restaurants.
Good idea. Like what, Ash?
Like ordering takeout, when you want to bring your food home instead of eating in the restaurant.
Right. In the US, people often ask, "Is this for here or to go?" And you answer, "To go, please," or "For here, please."
To go and take away mean the same thing, but to go is more common in America, and take away is more common in the UK.
Good to know. Different countries, slightly different words, same idea.
What about paying? Sometimes the server asks, "How would you like to pay? Cash or card?"
And you simply answer, "Card please," or "Cash please." Very short, very easy.
If you're paying by card, they might bring a small machine to your table, or you pay at the counter, depending on the restaurant.
Let's also talk about describing food, because sometimes you want to tell your friends how something tastes.
Great idea. Some common taste words are spicy, sweet, sour, salty, and bland. Bland means it has almost no flavor at all.
If a dish is too spicy for you, you can ask, "Is this dish very spicy?" before you order it.
And if you love spicy food, you can say, "Can you make it extra spicy, please?"
I always ask that one. I love spicy food a little too much.
Let's also mention restaurant types, because not every restaurant is the same. There's fast food, casual dining, and fine dining.
Fast food is quick and cheap. Casual dining is relaxed and comfortable, and fine dining is fancy with more formal service.
In fine dining, you might dress a little nicer, and the meal takes longer with more courses.
Good tip. Now, one more useful phrase. If you finish eating and the table isn't cleared yet, you can say, "Could you please clear the table?" Or, "Could you please take these plates away?"
And if you want a refill on your drink, just say, "Could I get a refill, please?" Refill means filling your cup again.
So many phrases today, but don't worry, they all follow similar friendly, polite patterns.
And here's a small secret. Whispers. Even native speakers mix up bland and blend sometimes, so don't feel bad if these words feel tricky at first.
True. Practice makes it natural. That's really all it takes.
Now let's do a mini role play together, just to practice one more time before we review everything.
Okay, I'll be the waiter, and you be the customer, Ash.
Great. Okay. Hi, table for two, please. We don't have a reservation.
No problem. Right this way. Here's your table. Can I start you off with something to drink?
Yes, I'd like a lemonade, please. And could we get some water, too?
Of course. I'll bring that right out. Are you ready to order, or do you need a few more minutes?
A few more minutes, please. This menu looks amazing.
Take your time. Okay, are you ready now?
Yes. For my appetizer, I'll have the salad. And for my main course, I'll have the grilled fish. Oh, and I'm allergic to peanuts. Does the fish sauce have any?
Great question. Let me check with the kitchen. Good news, no peanuts in that sauce.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
One more thing before we finish the role play. What if you wanted dessert, too?
Oh, I'd say, could we see the dessert menu, please? And then I'd like the chocolate cake, please.
Great choice. And when you're done, you'd say, could we get the check, please?
Yes, exactly. And I'd leave a nice tip because the service was wonderful.
See? That wasn't scary at all, was it?
Not at all. And that's the whole point. Once you know the phrases, restaurants become fun, not scary.
Great. Let's do a quick review before we finish today's episode.
Let's go. First, when you arrive, say, table for two, please, or I have a reservation.
Then order drinks with I'd like or can I get?
Ask questions with, what do you recommend? And mention allergies with, I'm allergic to.
Use for my appetizer I'll have and for my main course I'll have to order your food.
If something's wrong, politely say, excuse me, I think there's a mistake.
And at the end, ask for the check or the bill, and don't forget the tip.
Don't forget takeout phrases too, for here or to go, and describing taste words like spicy, sweet, and salty.
And remember, restaurants come in different styles: fast food, casual dining, and fine dining, so the vocabulary can shift a little depending on where you are.
Amazing work today, everyone. You just learned real, natural restaurant English that you can use anywhere in the world.
Thank you so much for listening with us today. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It really helps our little channel grow.
And remember, today's practice sheet is pinned in the comments. Download it and practice these phrases out loud, even if it feels silly at first.
Practicing out loud really works, trust us. And don't forget, a brand new episode comes out every single day, so we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Before we go, here's your question of the day. Tell us in the comments, what's your favorite food to order at a restaurant?
We can't wait to read your answers. Bye, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye, take care, and keep practicing your English.